At the age of 12, I was fatherless. My father died. I'm 17 now, and obviously I still miss him now. I'm still guilty with the fact that when I woke up in the middle of the night and I received the devastating news that my father had passed, I didn't shed a tear, not because I didn't care about him, not because of any of this, just because it was so confusing to me at the time that I lost my father, who was supposed to be there with me my whole life. My mother, sick, and lost her husband of 27 years. She was also completely devastated, and that left me to feel alone, even though I had my family, even though I had family friends to accompany me. I felt alone. I felt isolated, and that led me to thinking about many bad thoughts, and it honestly was one of the worst periods in my life. Now, I never spoke about this because as a 12-year-old, you think that you're going to get scolded. You think that you're going to get ridiculed. You think that someone's just going to say, what are you talking about? You're 12. You can't feel this way. But honestly, the ways that I felt were horrible, and I wouldn't wish it on anyone. And until December 2022, I was the same way. I was going through periods of time that I just didn't want to talk to anyone, that I was very angry, that I was thinking certain ways because maybe that day or those days I had bad times, and I would just rethink about my past times. And especially that day, I was really thinking about bad stuff, and it was really bad. And you know, one of those days where it's not even something devastating that happens, but it's just an argument with your mother, an argument with someone, something bad happens. Maybe it was just a bad day, but instead of honing into those thoughts, I just opened this Bible that I remember my cousin gave me, that I read a couple pages, but I left it, and I read Genesis, and I read the first few chapters. And after that, I read another chapter and another chapter, and I felt that the pain was going away. So the day after, I read 2, then the day after I read 2, then the day after I read 4, then the other day I read 2. And in the span of a year and a half, I read the whole Bible, and I never felt closer to God, and I never felt so happy in my life from these feelings. Honestly, I believe that all of those feelings that I was feeling beforehand was not from God. It was the temptation of the devil wanting me to hone in, to give me false solutions to my problems. And all I had to do was focus in on the word of God and listen to him, for he was trying to talk to me the whole time. He was trying to comfort me. God is there for you all of the time, and he was there for me all of the time. I just didn't listen to him. For everyone that is thinking like this, please do not give in to your false solutions. Listen to God. I give this story not because I want anyone to feel bad for me or anything, but I want to reach out to those people who are also feeling the same way or who are having it worse than me. Please listen to this message. Have a blessed day, everyone.